Alright, welcome back indeed, guys. We're going to go and finish Act 4, which is actually one of the shortest acts of the game, but we're going to go and create a game, actually. Act 4 start now. Hopefully this one won't. Okay, worked out perfectly. So in this act, we're going to actually do all the quests, but there's one quest in particular that you want to make sure that you do solo. I mean, you could just do it in a group. It's not the end of the world in the normal difficulty, but in the harder difficulties, the reason why you want to do it separate is because you don't want to lose out on the loot, because otherwise you're going to have to share the loot, which no one wants. So the first area we're going to go to is we just walk right outside of town. You just go down and you go to the outer steps, and then we are going to be looking for an area called the Plains of Despair, which will be finding a fallen angel called Yugioh. So pretty much just walk on the edges until you find the area. It's usually going to be down and to the right, or up and to the right, I would say, on average. And looks like we got the road. It's not right, this one. Oh, it's definitely not going this far. Okay. So maybe it was down to the left for once. This little sliver right here. Sometimes just that one. Yep, it's that one little sliver. Plains of Despair. Okay, so we're going to be looking for Yugioh. So pretty much in this area, you can kind of do the same thing until you see a quest like pop up. I'll re-equip some of these potions just so I have access to them. Oh, there we go. So he's somewhere around here. See how the quest log just popped up? He's right here. Trying to kill him before he kills a mercenary. Should probably just hotkey it, but it'll be alright. Keep up him up. Oh, I think we got it. I think he got it. Come on, get it. So basically just fireball, fireball, fireball until meter comes back up, and hopefully he won't die because I don't want to spend the gold on him. Come on, you can make it. Oh, he made it. He survived. Perfect. So then you can talk to the spirit. And we are going to go right back into Tyrael. And then we're going to get some skill points. We get 2 extra skill points to make use out of. And we're coming up to the final skill point at level 30, which is Fire Master. Hydra looks really cool. Like I said, it's a terrible skill though. But now we can put 1 to Energy Shield if you want to. Some people like to get this. I don't really think it's that necessary. It's actually really good for leveling since we end up kind of wanting to respec anyways. I was thinking about actually getting it. So what it is, it's a buff. It doesn't really last too long because we don't have any like innate skill points to like plus to all skills except for plus to fire skills. But generally we just want to keep on putting more points into Fireball. And with cold, I eventually want to make this build a frozen orb or a blizzard, which a lot of people, what they like to do is they like to go blizzard and fireball. You can choose if you want to go for Nova, or like you can mess around with chain lightning, but generally people like to have blizzard as well as fireball just because it's overall the best for being able to be hybrid. Usually, like I said, people like cold and fire over lightning. And we're going to go back to Jamela, and we are going to I think we can do this. So once again, we'll do the belt trick. By that, boom. And we are full on potions.
Not here.
But we're actually kind of running low on gold. So now we are going to go to the River of Flame. If no one joins the game, it's totally fine. So yeah, we go from Plains of Despair to City of the Damned, and then we're going to look for the River of Flame. It's going to do all the little animations. And we have the soul stone with us. If you didn't get it from the boss, you can go back and just keep on farming that boss again and again, Mephisto, and he'll drop it. But you can only do the quest once. They just allow you to get it again because you forget. So it'll be like a little thing that you click on to get to the next area. Kind of towards the middle, I'm gonna say. Oh, here we go. Got the waypoint. There we go. So it's like kind of towards like the outer edge, towards the end. So now we're in the River of Flame. Wow, this looks really cool. I haven't really like seen this like Ares aesthetic that much. This area is kind of tough though. You have a lot of enemies, the Abyss Knights. There's a lot of more ranged enemies also, just in general. These guys can be pretty nasty because they'll eat corpses and we don't have any corpse control. Hello Kaiju, how you doing? So we're going to be looking for a path that will lead us to this guy that will drop a hammer. It's for like one of the quests, and we can maybe get a good item off of it. It's actually entirely possible. Okay, so it's always before the waypoint. So if you hit the waypoint, grab the waypoint, but go back because yeah, we want to get this quest done. It will be worth it. Potentially. It's random on what we're gonna get, but it's a quest that's worth doing. Enjoy watching my vids? Ah, awesome, man. I appreciate it. Oh, he's running a little low.
Thanks.
Like I said, there is a hotkey for it to give him the potion. But I've just been so used to like doing that. But feel free to actually do it properly, which is to actually give it to him. Okay, is it here? No, I think we still gotta go. It's just like a little small sliver. I think it's like over here. Something's giving him an aura that can be kind of dangerous. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's these guys that like throw down like eggs, and on top of that, it's the guys that eat and then throw the corpses that can do massive amount of damage. So here we got the hammer. This big, okay, perfect. Actually, yeah, I kind of like fire wall. The reason why I like fire wall more than meteors, meteor takes a while for it to like work. Right, and you know what's crazy is like we're only like 10 minutes in, right? But okay, so on the first click over here on this River of Flame area, where you put in the stone, the first click puts in the stone. The next click will break the stone, but I want to kill everything around it first, if I can.
Not enough mana.
Okay. All right, so we have to actually use this, and we have to shatter it. We got a perfect skull. Woo, a towel rune. Or any of these good? Well, honestly, I do like getting a perfect skull for melee characters at the very beginning because you have no sustain for mana. And the extra mana stolen per hit is huge. Same thing with a life stolen per hit. It's just really nice to get in the very beginning. The rest of the stats aren't the greatest for like actual like regen. But now that we've done that, we go back since we got the River of Flame waypoint. You can also refresh on potions. But you can get a couple like gems, and like ideally, like if you can get any like poison gem or anything with damage is kind of nice. But you can get randomly, like you get one perfect one. But in terms of runes, you generally can't really get anything too good off this difficulty. On other ones, you can get better items or better runes. It's basically just RNG for potentially a rune. It's very rare that you'll get something good, but you know. You can always believe, right? Do I play League of Legends? I've played it before, but I don't currently play the game. But now we are on to killing Diablo. But there's actually a really cool trick. If you want something to activate when struck, this fire right here, you can stand in it, and it'll always spawn in. And there are very rare, like, weird, like, things that you can do with it. It's specifically used either on PvP, or there are things where it's cast this when struck, like specifically there's a fade, or there's just other things in the game. It's just a cool little extra tip. So here we're going to be activating these 5 things, these little 5 buttons, and that will summon Diablo. The guy won't die over here, but he may.
I need mana.
I don't actually mind doing this solo, because that means I get all the items, which will be awesome. Actually thinking Meteor will be better. Whoops. Oh, we have Mana Shield, and I wasn't even using it. Oh, he's definitely dead. I'm also gonna maybe die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport over here. Do that. I'm gonna re-bring him back up. Hopefully he's not too expensive, because I don't have very much gold left. How much gold do we have? 2,000 in the shared stash. Oh, I actually can't have him die anymore. Otherwise, it's going to be really rough to actually solo Diablo without a mercenary. Like, it's going to be really hard. It's because these mana potions are actually kind of expensive. I haven't really been picking up any gear to sell. But over here, we're going to start picking up a lot more gear to sell. Because I definitely want to keep him alive. I kind of want to go back and kill some of these. The reason why is because if I want to back down a little bit, it'll give me an area to kind of do that. I guess you can also hit them through it. Yeah, you guys can see this. Back class. I don't think any of these things will actually sell for anything. This will sell for a little bit. Let's also buff them up with this. Oh, I can actually use Mana Shield now. So this is what it looks like. But like I said, if you don't like Mana Shield and you used it, don't worry. We're gonna be able to respec. You get 3 respecs for free, and then the rest are, they kind of cost something. It's an item that you can get.
Thanks.
Wait, does it? It says, hold on, let's see.
Thanks.
Right click to, okay. You don't have to drop it. Like I said, there's a hotkey, but just too used to it. So you gotta watch out for when you get cursed. Like, I think he's cursed with amplified damage, so he can die really easy right now. It means he just takes more damage. What you want on your mercenary is some sort of leech, so he doesn't die. Oh, don't die at me. Okay, cool. He survived.
Thanks.
I'm gonna start putting these back in my potion slots. So, when you activate these seals, they will summon monsters, depending on which one you click. Like this one over here, let's click on it, you'll see that nothing happens, right? You still have to activate all 5 of these to summon Diablo. But very specific ones will summon monsters. So this one's going to summon a monster. Summon a little pack. This one's actually easy.
Not enough mana.
The hardest one is Lord Decease. Rip my mercenary though. This one's immunity has fire immunity, so that's awesome. Thing with lightning, it does like 1 to like, let's say like 100 damage. So for this one, I actually need my mercenary. Like I actually cannot kill him. So I'm gonna hope that we can bring him back with, we can sell maybe some other things in my stash. Like it's not that big of a deal. Most of these things aren't really worth that much. But I definitely, like I have to get my mercenary up. It's immune to fire. When you get further into the game, there will be immunities, and it's actually kind of frustrating to deal with, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna have to maybe get some extra gold, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. We definitely need to start picking up more things, but like my inventory right now, we don't have that much room. Let me actually throw this in here. And then once I have more than 12 keys, I usually just throw the other one there, or you can just sell it. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, so let's reactivate our buffs on him. One thing with the Chaos Sanctuary, especially if it's your first time, make sure you always have a portal up. Smoke Sphere. Hopefully this thing can sell for a lot.
Anymore.
Please, plus skills. Alright. 20% faster cast rate is kind of nice. I'm going to go sell both these items. Sometimes you can sell, like as mentioned before, these can sell for a lot if it has skills. So we're going to trade. Let's see. Oh, 13,000. Alright, we're good. Like, literally just picking up a few items. It's great. So yeah, make sure you deposit though, because remember, if we're playing by ourselves, the chances of us, if we do die, chances of someone joining in the game going right next to you is going to be probably pretty slim, because there's no one in the game. So we are on our own. Our mercenary is just melting like instantly. But we have to bring him back up. I can kill these perfectly fine. But around level of like, I'd say 30-ish is about average here for what most people, if they're doing it for their first time, because people generally be over leveled. But I would say we're a little bit under leveled, but that's okay. Nothing we can't handle. But yeah, if you're dying here and you're about the same level as me, it's fine. Feel free to go back to the previous acts. You can farm Mephisto. A lot of people like to farm him a couple times before fighting Diablo. You can see that we have this curse right now on our head, that little purple like firework. It's giving us lots of negative resistances, which means we take way more damage. Also can recast that. And I definitely like to have my mercenary up. Lord Decease is the harder one, and I'm going to actually summon him next. It doesn't matter, by the way, in which order you do these. It's kind of your preference. You do need to buy more portal scrolls, though. Pretty fast now. Oh, he's dead. Like the only one that I might rip on is like Lord Decease, but I gotta think that we'll be fine. Oh, sweet. That thing should actually sell for a decent amount of gold too. So it's like, oh, we got about 3 more revives before we run out of gold. I'm also kind of running low on mana potions. 500. We don't actually need to buy these potions, actually. These are healing for like way more than what's necessary. Oh, perfect. Someone joined the game. That will make things much easier, but it also kind of sucks because that means we have to fight over loot, but it's fine. Let's see, what level is this person? 24? Okay. Perfect, and someone else joined. They joined like right at the very end. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some extra gold. So we can revive our mercenary as well.
What do you need?
Bam, 5,000. Nice. That's another revive. But since we have more people, I do want to be mindful of my inventory. But yeah, we probably should get our guy some better stats. I mean, he's using like a really old helmet. That could be better. I want to actually be there for Lord Deceased because they're probably going to summon him right now. Oh, there he is.
Thanks.
So this guy just came in pretty much just in time for the boss. Up for my other character. Oh? It's really not that great. Maybe we can sell it for gold, but it's fine. Actually, we're okay on gold right now. But Diablo's actually not super difficult, and I'll show you some of the mechanics. Basically, when he's doing his fire breath, you don't want to stand in it. You just move. That's about it, though. But you can see our XP is going to go up real fast over here. These guys give you really good XP for a long time. Oh, he died. Rip him. Reactivate mana shield. See, he's playing a fire source too. I'll throw up another TP. Whoops. They're all dying. We activate Blaze over here, and then just run, and they'll just start burning. Easy solution. Okay, he's got Vigor. That's actually pretty helpful. I shouldn't even bother with Meteor. It's probably never going to reg that hit on him. But as more players join the game, it's going to get harder. That's just normal in Diablo. I just use Fireball. They're just like really tough to hit. They're just too fast. Look how much damage they're just taking. They're just not taking very much. You know what we should use though? Whoops. I don't have it bound right now. Static field would help out a lot. Okay, they're already pretty low. Great. Some extra potions, and then when fight Diablo. That guy was actually a lot more tough than he's normally. Oh, he already... Okay, so the last one is right here. That's the final one. We're going to summon Diablo. So Diablo comes and spawns in right here. I'm going to throw a portal, just in case I die. Usually don't put it too close over here, because then Diablo can just kill you. Ooh, I've never seen Diablo yet. You guys going to come over? Ooh, there's Diablo. Oops. You want mana shield as well. So he throws a little fire ring. That one's like... It's not going to hit super hard. But we're going to use Static Field on him. Watch how much damage Static Field does. Am I in range? Look, he's already like very, very low HP. Static Field is insanely powerful in this game. So when he does that, that's the ability that you want to move away from. Other than that, he's not too bad. You can see that's the move that hits. You can definitely tell like who's played this game for guys, because they're dying a lot. But it's okay. You know, for a lot of times this is the first time people are playing it. That's cool. I like that though. I like knowing that there's a lot of new people that are maybe playing the game for the first time. But you want to... Oh, okay, we got the gauntlets. That's all that matters. Hey, Saigons! There we go! These are actually, like... It's a really good noob set. And we got, some guitars. Now, even though it says very slow attack speed, some items depend on your class that you're playing. And, 18, it's kind of meh. But these gloves are actually... They're not, like, worth really anything. They're, like, really good, like, leveling items. So I'm going to put that in my shared stash tab. And we're going to talk to Kane, and we're going to go back in, and I'm going to sell these, I think, for gold. Like I said, I just want gold literally for resing my mercenary right now. And gold can be technically used for gambling in this game, but it's... wait, level 11, that's not... It's not that bad for that level, but I would rather just get something with multiple sockets and then just throw in any, like, Ithrune or just anything else. And so once you complete it, the kill of Diablo, you can go to Act 5. You just gotta talk to Tyrael. Oh, someone else already came back and picked up all the items. I was gonna go do that and make some gold. But we're good. Now we're gonna go into Harogath, which is the final act of the game. But we'll go and skip the cutscene. That was a really short act, though. That was less than half an hour, and usually these are about an hour in play session length. Act 5, there are some... there's one quest in particular that's really, really important, but it's, you know what, are they going to do... We can... I want to keep these... I kind of like keeping these at about an hour-ish. We could start this act in this one. You know, this one is kind of a little bit longer, specifically because of the one quest that we're going to be doing. It takes a while. So we'll start off this act. We'll start it up. Because it is a little bit... well, it's definitely longer than Act 4. Act 4 is, like, really short. There's literally only 3 quests, and all of them you do. So, in Act 5, there are some tips and tricks, and there's some things that you don't want to do in it, but we'll get into that in the next part. The reason why is because otherwise this portal will disappear, and it'll make farming a certain area not so easy. So, right when it starts out, we're going to go right out, and just go straight. You don't have to skip out on all of these. We're actually kind of under-leveled. But I want to get a waypoint. I want to kill a specific boss. And we'll kind of just a little bit of progression. Not too much, though. Because I kind of wanted, you know, the next part not to be super short as well. But just long enough. We're actually almost out of mana, though. I just noticed that. Okay. Coming up to it. Gonna be a little cautious on... Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, perfect. We should be coming up to the waypoint, which will be on my left.
I need mana.
Perfect. There we go. So this is one of the quests that's really important to do. You can actually trade this as a currency. It's kind of a weird thing to do. But you have a quest that will give an item sockets, so the little holes that you put in the item to make things. You can actually get that as a quest. You only get 1 per difficulty, so you basically get 3 per character. And actually, I'm gonna keep this for leveling. It's not that big a deal, but you can kind of trade it. You don't, if you want sockets and item, you can have someone else do it for you, but you have to be able to trust the person. And since this costs 1,000, I was actually kind of wasting money. 160 points is fine. This is like more than enough for our build, because someone's costing like double the price here. But I want to at least do this quest. I'm not going to complete it because I want to get an item in cows, which we'll talk a little bit more about in the next part, because it will require us to kill. Actually, do you even need to kill? I know you have to kill Diablo, but I don't even know if you have to kill the other one. Anyways, so it's for a secret level that has a specific item that can drop. And we're going to make it have sockets. So we're definitely under-leveled. So what we're going to do actually, yeah, we'll do it in this part. But I want to do this quest first, since we're already here. I was thinking kind of like how I want to do it in what order. Like, you don't have to do this quest right now, because we're not going to actually use it. He's just, what is he doing? Hey, he can actually use this.
Arabic can rest easier now.
I'll put that to good use.
So we killed him, and the guy will be very happy. But he always spawns here. You can farm him. Some people like to farm him because he's like so fast to get to. You literally go to this waypoint, and this area is 100% of the time the exact same, for the most part. Like in terms of where he's going to be, you just go over here. And I'm going to leave this game. So I'm going to save and exit, and we can farm him. So what a lot of people do is they do what's called a chaos run. So we're going to learn how to join people's game. So we're going to join this game. It's called Chaos Runs, like, I don't know, like Z with a 03 or something like that. I think you can go to options and add this. Okay, so we're going to go back to Act 4. So what we're doing right now is we are going to do what's called a chaos run, and what that means, we're going to just get XP. So the whole point of these is to just do these again and again for XP, and this one just started, so that's awesome. We want to hopefully be right next to the barbarian so he can buff everyone, and he'll probably just do another few shouts. So the barbarian's buff, you have to be in range when he does the shout, and he'll probably do it again. This one, you want to make sure you have a lot of room in your inventory when you do these runs, because some good items could drop, and you don't want to miss out on it. There they go. He did his little shout, and it'll just basically give us extra stats, skill points. Looks like we got a hammered in, Sorceress. But yeah, playing in a group is fun. And playing as a Sorceress is really safe. And you see we just leveled up. We're 25, so let's just say we're level 25 when we started, right? We actually have a bunch of stat points. I'm going to put it more into Vitality, and because I'm doing Energy Shield, I want more into that. I'm just going to keep on slamming points into Fireball until we get to level, like, well, I kind of wanted to try out Hydra, but I would not recommend. Oh, a Charm Drop. Oh. I don't think you can't pick up a lot of items. The only thing you can pick up in terms of items is like you can pick up keys. I don't know if you can pick up bolts. I guess you can do bolts as well. But yeah, otherwise Sorceress would actually be one of the best characters, because you could just spam one, like, you know, pick up. But we'll do one of these runs. But it's only when, like, you see Diablo do you really want to sit super close by and you want to try to pick up the item ASAP. But we'll see kind of how long these runs are. So right now it's 6:02 for me. We'll see kind of how long these runs take us. But basically, you can do these runs until you feel like you're not getting that much XP. Oh, we missed out on a Tal Rune. Oh, an amulet. I'm picking that up. Because my amulet's still... I mean, it's 34 mana is not bad. But... also, we can get some extra gold. This mana shield. Let's see what this bow is gonna have. That's 3. I'm actually gonna keep this for a Zon. I think Zephyr uses 3. I think it's Ral or Tal. And then we can just sell this. It's not important that you're like with them the whole time until you get to like the.
What do you need?
Main area, which is like wherever it's coming up over here. What's this guy? You die too. Oh, we have a trap assassin too. And if the people are dying like again and again, you could kind of just be like, all right, you know what? I'm done with this one. Or if they're not like sending you TPs, they're just slow. Feel free to join someone else's game. Usually there's one person that's like the carry. I don't have insane gear, so I would not be like the carry. I mean, my character's pretty optimal for this level. Like, we're pretty set up, but like nothing like that's like an insane drop that's gonna make us be able to like face roll the game's content. But in groups, we can definitely make great use out of Firewall and Meteor, since they're going to be able to absorb most of the damage. But now, what's really nice with the group is if there's any immunities, like before, can you get that towel room? Heck yeah. If there is anything that has immunities, you can break the immunities. Also with other gear, but if something's immune, you have other people. Like right now, we're doing fire damage. You have magic damage from the hammers. Our barbarians probably hitting for physical. XP, so he's the guy that just joined the game. I'm always on top of the things when it comes down to like making portals. Like whenever someone joins, always throw down a portal for them and just say my TP. They'll appreciate you for it. Let's see, we're already almost half a level. You can do these to about like 30-ish. This is kind of dependent on what you want to. Ooh, a Grand Charm. Nice. Let's see what it is. Now later down the line you will get way better charms. Like this one's like it's really not that bad. Just gonna make some room for it. But it's not like an insane charm. So this one, just getting it set up. So like with the Trapper, it's nice to have. Like this one's immune to fire, so I don't even need to hit that one. Unless someone's like, again, breaking the monster's immunities, which is something a lot of people will try to do later in the game. If you want to do like one build, like or one damage type. For me, I generally like to play cold, but I always start off as fire. Everyone starts off as fire. Let's see if this is any good. Nah. Like, honestly, to get something, like, really good, you would probably want to have a socket earlier on. Did they hit the button yet? Oh, okay, good. Oh, we already killed them. Perfect. Oh, I forgot about that. That's one thing I should be doing. Should be buffing the... You can buff any character that's not a caster. So, like, this assassin, she's a trapper. Interestingly enough, traps don't actually count as your damage. So if you get minus resistances, it doesn't actually work. Which is kind of unfortunate. Like, if you get, like, enemies have minus resistance, since you're not hitting them with the skill, it doesn't count. Which is really unfortunate. Because I didn't know about this for a long time, like when I played. Just picking up that crystal sword, but it's not going to have 4 sockets. You want to go to House and get a crystal sword. And then you can get the one that has max sockets. Or you can craft off of it, but chances of it being good are so dang slim. Let's see if this is any good. Okay. So I want to leave as much room to pick up items as possible. Okay, do I have a... Okay. Okay. Let's go be awesome and do the static field trick. Because for whatever reason, no one did it last night. He's really low. Oh, we got nothing. Nothing good, I don't think, drop off. We got 3 of the items. That's actually pretty good. So now he's doing 0-4. So we gained about a level. And this took us, what was it, 602? So about 4 or 5 minutes to gain a level. It's not bad if you sit here for like 10-15 minutes. 3 or 4 levels. Like I said, about 30-ish would be kind of good. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do these runs for a little bit. I'll update you guys if there is like any like cool drops that we get. But in the next part, I'll probably be like level like 28. But yeah, all you got to do is just join these. So since he said 0-4, all you would do is save and exit game. And then you would look for that game. So it was like what you can do also actually. Oh, can you do this? In this? Oh, you would... Okay, so before you even join the game, what you can do is you can type it in, I think. So example, you would do... So there's bail run, go 1. You can... Can you do this? Oh, you can't copy and paste in here? Hold on, let me see. Does this work? Can I copy and paste in here? Okay, so... that's weird. I think you could do it in the original Diablo too. But, like... what you would do is you would copy and paste it and you would just join the game name. I don't remember the one that we just joined, but there's tons of them. And that one wasn't like one where I would be like, oh my gosh, it was insane. Like there are going to be runs where they're so incredibly fast that you just want to do it again and again with them. So you can just kind of wait for the lobby to refresh. Is there a refresh button? Okay, so we can refresh and we can kind of see which ones. Oh, the Chaos Lit 1, you would join the game and you do the exact same thing. You can check out to see the time elapsed, because if it's gone on for like basically more than 10 minutes, the run's probably over. If the run isn't over, then they're just doing it way too slow. So basically anything over 10 minutes, don't join. I mean, I would say anything under like, I'd say anything under 5 minutes is worth joining. The rest are just going to be kind of either like way too done or whatever the case may be. So just keep on doing these runs if you want to. You can just wait for the next part of the playthrough, but I will level up a couple times just because it's kind of nice to have those extra levels, because going to the next area, it will be something a little bit more difficult if you don't have the levels, especially if you do plan to solo it. But yeah, that's the bail runs. And if you do play this game solo, obviously just keep on creating your own games or just hit like, play in the lobby. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this part of our Diablo 2 Resurrected walkthrough playthrough. But yeah, just keep on doing some of these runs and we'll be back in the next part in Act 5 and we'll complete Act 5. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on your way out and I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Peace.